Extreme heat was gripping the tri-state a few weeks ago. It's not just uncomfortable, it was also expensive. Here in Evansville, rising temperatures have led to rising electric bills, leading some residents to push back. With nearly 2 weeks of 14 first alert weather days triggered by extreme heat, Evansville residents are now feeling the impacts, not just in the air, but on their electric bills as well.
We're in the middle of what may be one of the hottest summers since 2012. We're coming off of a 30-plus days of 90-degree heat plus high humidity.
CenterPoint Energy says those temperatures are making bills much higher for many customers, and now frustration is boiling over in downtown Evansville.
I pay double in electric in Evansville what my grandma pays just across the river in Henderson for a house, a full house. It's obscene, it's absurd.
Many customers at tonight's protests say the problem goes beyond high prices. They say they feel trapped without any alternatives.
We need to have options. We can't live like this anymore. In Evansville, we're not going to progress if this keeps going on.
Cynthia Gibson normally pays around $300 on average each month for utilities, but as of late, that bill has since doubled. She says it's left a huge burden on her everyday life.
It affects you with everyday things like gas, food prices, clothing, just living.
For some, the issue isn't just affordability, it's also survival.
Heat kills. Extreme cold, it kills. We rely on electricity to live. It should be a right, not a privilege.
Right.
CenterPoint officials say they understand those concerns and that they're working to offer support.
We know that people are concerned about their bills, and again, it will change by customer in terms of what the impact may be based on their individual consumption. So we want to continue working with customers, providing them payment options, providing them energy efficiency options, and then trying to be as transparent as possible about the investments that we're making for reliability today and into the future.
CenterPoint Energy does encourage customers struggling with their bills to reach out to them directly. The company says it offers several programs to help with payments and to reduce usage, especially during extreme weather.